Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast, part 2, the Shane Dawson story. Him and his husband Rylan have had twins, and last video we discussed all of not all, like a tiny minuscule portion of what Shane was canceled for and his behaviors from his past. We ended the video by saying CAS needs to be called and get these children out of this house. Because from what we have learned, and I know I'm late to the game, I understand that, but it doesn't change anything. Just because I'm late to discovering who Shane Dawson was doesn't make what he did better. There is no coming back from what he has done. Once a Chomo, once a Pluto, always one. And I said this too. I said the way he looks compared to the way he did look, was that him internalizing all the things he doesn't want in his body. It's the toxic, cancerous thoughts that he has that he was able to put out on the internet safely before and make money from. He no longer has that outlet, and now look at him. Okay, that's the evil inside of him not being able to come out. I know that sounds weird. That's the only explanation as to why he looks like a hobo. It's why he looks like a piece of shit with tiny little hands. Okay, so now we're going to cover this video where they talk about this kid, and let's just get to it. So yeah, they bring these kids into this world when this Rylan guy knows his husband is this way. Is Rylan that way too? I don't know anything about Rylan. We're going to do a deep dive though.
I feel in my gut good about it.
Oh yeah, and he ended up saying that God is like, he feels good about child exploitation. The God and universe is telling him, now I promise you this, dude. Like the things that you have done in your life are so well beyond anything that it is crazy that you're still here.
But as I was kind of putting it together, I was just like, we've been filming this journey the whole time. But even beyond that, like my entire life has been on YouTube.
Yeah, we know we saw.
You guys have been there. Sorry. You guys have been there.
What are you crying about? Why do you have a cat? You have no business having a cat.
With me, there's so much.
Is this guy crying on the internet? This guy literally sexually assaulted a cat. And he's sitting here crying on the internet, and people are like, oh my gosh. Do not let this, again, CAS needs to be called all the time. Every week, every minute, call CAS on this guy. CAS has to do an investigation into his parenting and find out who he really is. Do you think, I honestly need to ask you guys in the comments below, do you think this guy should have children around him? Or cats? Do you think he should? There's got to be some kind of like, there are laws out there that abusive parents who are Plutos don't get to be around kids. Okay, they don't. Even if they have them, they're not supposed to be around them. The kids should be taken from them. That's this level of what we just watched in the last video, of what people know about this guy. He has no business being around children. He called babies sexy.
And as I was putting it all together and watching it, I was just like, it was so beautiful, and I wanted to share it.
You're a piece of shit.
And I know he really wanted to share as well, so...
Well, I mean, so many of you have been so invested in cheering us along this whole way, and...
Yeah, that's the problem. There are people invested in their lives where they hired a person's womb to have children, because they can't have children. They hired a person's womb. That's it. That's all they've done. And there are people cheering them on, knowing what we know. I know, again, I'm new to the game when it comes to Shane Dawson. I'm new to it. But you know all that stuff and you're cheering him on? Send an asteroid.
And like, it's just a wild, crazy process that I know a lot of you are on too, just like having kids of your own or trying to have kids, that I just think it all makes us feel like more together. And like Shane said, I don't want to have them be the center of our videos moving forward. I feel a little different because like, they will be unrecognizable from this stage of their life.
I don't give a shit. You guys are disgusting. You shouldn't have children.
To win their kids toddlers.
They already are. It's like, so even in the last 3 weeks...
Are they justifying saying, well, we're going to exploit them now because they won't look like this later? Is that what they're really saying right now? It's not even my biggest issue. My biggest issue is that you are literally a confessed Pluto and you have children. That's my biggest issue.
They look completely different.
Do they ever address this? Have they addressed this, his past and why going forward we're having kids? Have they talked? I'd love to see that.
That's kind of like, we're going to move forward going with our gut and just...
Yeah, you're going to go with his gut. You're going to go with Shane's gut. Do you think that's a good idea, going with his gut? When his gut is pretending to masturbate in front of to a 10-year-old's poster to sexually assaulting a cat, you're going to go with his gut? The guy's gut who told the girl to twerk on camera? His gut, the one who showed his 12-year-old cousin with a peep how to have sex, that's the gut you're going to trust? Ryland, you have a terrible gut, obviously, because you're married to this piece of shit. So both of you have terrible guts. Don't trust your gut.
Kind of doing what feels right for us. But we also, like, these are like private moments from our life and how we're doing things. You'll see things in the video, like even videos of them in the bassinet. There's some moments where there's blankets on them and it's like, no, we know that like safe sleeping is with nothing in the crib. That's because they were born very small at 36 weeks. They needed the extra warmth, and it's only when we have eyes on them. They would never be—
Shut up. You guys are already shitty parents. I don't believe anything you say. You're disgusting. You should have your kids taken away from you.
out of our eyesight with additional—
Man, I can't wait to read, like, the next video I do. Hopefully, I'm gonna read the comments of people coming to bat for Shane Dawson and Ryland. If you come to bat in my comment section for these two assholes, I dare you to come to bat for them. Okay, because I'm gonna do a full reaction video just to the people who come to bat for these guys. I cannot believe there are people out there that stand up for these people. I am.
things in the crib.
We had nurses,
And if you do, you deserve to be roasted just like them.
like, really help us with that because they did have an issue regulating their temperature because they're so small. So the nurses were showing us like how many times to wrap them, the blankets to use, what's safe. But yeah, obviously you're gonna see pictures of them wrapped up in blankets and stuff. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but
You're talking about swaddling? You can swaddle your children.
yeah, we are watching them 24 hours a day. And if we do go to sleep for like an hour, we take the blankets off. They're only in their swaddles. No toys, no nothing. So there was that. Also, this was just the first week.
So they're like went through their video and be like, okay, we're gonna get comments on all these things. But you weren't worried about getting comments of you being a Pluto? Are you kidding me right now? This is what they're worried about?
Ryland's mom came out to help us, which, thank God, we're so grateful for her. So you'll
You guys are admitting they have no idea what they're doing. These guys have no business being parents. Zero business. No business. This guy shouldn't be within 1,000 feet of any children at all. I can't believe they were allowed to have
see
kids.
her in the video, meeting them, and like my brother. And
Like the doctor that you approached to do this with, right, with your surrogate. It's a surrogate you approached. I know you probably paid her tons of money to do it, but the surrogate you approached was like, yeah, sounds good. I'm definitely going to give these babies to a Pluto. This sounds real safe for these babies. Those poor babies,
Sandy
man.
came over, but my mom has been sick. She's not allowed to see them until next week. His family, some of them
Yeah, I wouldn't let your mom around my kids either.
didn't make it out. So I don't want this to also like be like
Device, like,
why is it
this
only
person that
Ryland's
person?
mom? Like,
But we will probably—
Again, the things that they're worried about is crazy to me, and not his past. That's what you're worried about. People are saying, "Where's your man?" Oh my gosh! Have they just ignored it? Is that what's going on? They're just ignoring it?
probably show like some of the meetings like we have like we documented some of our first Christmas, and this is strictly like just what happened to be the first week. It's truly incredible and such a miracle. Shane and I like pinch ourselves every day.
You don't let me hear it. They probably don't watch it. They're not watching the shit. You don't deserve children. You are disgusting pieces of garbage. You don't deserve them. And any chance that you might have been like, well, maybe second chance. The fact that I found in 10 seconds what I found means that you don't deserve them. The fact that you're going to put them on and we know their names means you don't deserve them. You do not want to protect your children. You would prefer to make money off of their birth story and everything else than to protect them for the rest of the world, from the rest of the world. Even though you know this guy's one of the most hated guys on the internet, you still are exposing them on the internet to millions and millions of people.
And it's just wild, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. So
I'm just really grateful that yeah.
Yeah, the evil's seeping out there, buddy.
well, I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
F you.
Okay, it's happening. We got the call. It's happening. We're getting on a flight right now. It leaves in like 5 seconds. Our Uber's here. It's happening.
I'm trying to pack the baby bag. I don't even care what we have for ourselves.
Me neither. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh my god. I am like speechless, breathless.
Knowing what you know about Shane Dawson and when you watch this stuff, it should disgust you more. The music, the excitement should piss you off more.
Literally, like,
It all might be.
This guy is, so when he says, look, I'm shaking, like, do you not think that this guy sees these children as an opportunity for multiple things? Right? Exploitation, money, and his sick thoughts. The reason this guy doesn't deserve children is because of the things that he has said about babies and he has done physically and everything that we've seen. There is no reason this guy should be near children because those children are literally in danger. In danger. So he's excited, but for the wrong reasons.
Happening, like, literally right now,
They're like, somebody's giving me kids. I can't believe someone is actually... This surrogate, shame the F on you. And I know that apparently from Twitter, because I saw this the other day, like they don't want to be known. They're like, they probably signed non-disclosures. They said, no, you're not telling anybody who I am. That person was paid very, very handsomely. He's probably the only person that would ever do it. This person sold their soul to the devil to give these 2 people babies. That person, that surrogate out there, shame the hell on you. Shame, shame, shame on you. You took money and gave children to dangerous people. That's the worst type of person.
2 weeks before the scheduled C-section. We're 36 weeks tomorrow, and we had just booked our travel, like our flights and our hotels and everything. I had texted the surrogate and I was like, hey, just booked everything. Obviously, if the baby...
Claw hands. Claw hands.
Sooner, we'll just adjust our travel plans. And she goes, well, I'm talking with the doctor now, and he's thinking we need to reschedule for tomorrow. And we're like, what? And she's like, I'll call you when I get in the car with all the details because it's like a lot to text. So we might have to be like, what time is it right now? 4:13 p.m. We checked, there is a flight tonight, leaving at 7:19, which is like your angel number, your favorite number.
Your angel number. What? Are these guys into crystals and stuff too?
Which is crazy. So I might...
What is an angel number? This guy doesn't have any angels around him, just demons. Look at him. The demon is in him. Like, I know a lot of people don't believe in Christianity, okay? And I understand that. I don't blame anybody, okay? But I do. Shane is a demon. He has demons in him and around him, okay? Nobody has those types of thoughts and puts them on the internet unless you are evil. You are evil, evil, evil. There is no redeeming. And when he says something like, God is showing me I should exploit my kids, that's all the proof that you need. When you say the same phrase, and a lot of family vloggers do this, by the way, God, they put God in their world, and then they exploit children. The two are mutually exclusive. They cannot be combined. You understand that? You cannot abuse and exploit children and claim Christianity. Get it? It is impossible. It's like worshiping the devil and still trying to be friends with Jesus. It doesn't compute. It doesn't work together.
I need to go pack that baby diaper.
Opposing magnets. Imagine that.
Back. I need to get stuff together for me, and I think we might be headed out of here to meet our babies.
This is crazy.
I agree.
Okay, so first of all, just to set the scene, right? So I've
set the scene. I essayed a cat, and now I have a bunch of cats. The fact that he has cats to me is like, okay, nope.
Not been feeling well all day. I've had like a bad stomach. I've been feeling weird. I had a full-on panic attack, which I haven't had in months.
You're like shaking too.
This guy, he's so excited to get children into his grasp, and that's what you should. I'll be like, oh, it's just becoming a parent. Nah. Anybody out there who has had suffered through types of abuse like this, you know what I'm talking about. You can see right through this guy. When you watch the other videos and you see him sitting there, and the evil that's coming out of him, and his eyes, and all the darkness around him. When children are coming in to the picture now, it's becoming a reality for him. Look at how much he has changed just in those minutes.
And I thought I had too much coffee. I didn't know what it was. Something felt really crazy, and I was like, there's something wrong with me. I feel really weird.
There is definitely something wrong with you, and you should be in jail.
And then I'm sitting there, and we find out that information, and like, it all went away. I mean, I'm still shaking, but I think that's because I'm excited. And it all went away, and I was just like, whoa. It was almost like the universe was telling my body, like, bitch, you're gonna be shook, get ready, it's coming. And then all the anxiety went away. And
that poor cat.
Yeah, we checked the plane flights. 7:19 is the flight tonight.
That's what the other dude just said.
Literally my angel number. It's my birthday. It's the most important number in my life. So many things with that number. So this is crazy. Like,
oh my gosh.
I'm not even, okay.
People who do that, you're weird.
Here's the thing though. We're gonna talk to surrogate and the doctor, but I want to make sure.
It's always the weirdos.
That they're healthy and good, because it is 36 weeks, which is like early. It's not too early, but I just want to make...
Well, that's only 1 week. Are we getting a call?
No.
That's only 1 week early for full term for twins, but the doctor wouldn't just suggest they come out if it wasn't safer for them to come out than it is for them to stay in.
You don't know shit about anything, dude. Relax. Just go.
But we'll talk to her in a second. But I just like, oh my gosh, we were about to get ready to, like, we have dinner reservations tonight. Not that doesn't matter, but it's just interesting. We're like about to leave, and then it's like,
this is so crazy. It's like everything went away. All my anxieties, all my issues.
Oh, I hate these guys.
Just all my like things of like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, my podcast thumbnail. Oh, this. Oh, that. Literally, boom, gone, bitch. I don't give a fuck. We got babies. This is crazy.
It hasn't changed at all, by the way.
This is crazy. I'm like,
yeah, poor cat.
So, are you excited, Riley? They don't know what's coming. They don't have any idea what's coming.
They're animals, butthole.
I'm so glad that this week I ordered like all the final essentials, but I'm gonna pack this diaper bag with the stuff that
I gotta see what people are commenting on this while they're talking. So his name is Rylan Vlogs, and he's got 69 million views. So he's made tons of money on here, 530,000 subscribers. 738,000 views. He's making huge money off. Like I think Shane just got married to this guy to pivot so he could do content over here and teach this guy to do content. Like, it just, like, the 30,000 downvotes for 61,000. I can't believe there's 61,000 upvotes in this thing, okay? But it's about, it's a terrible ratio. Good. But, like, 9,500 comments. See, look, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm glad to see Max and Jet in the world, but I want to hear how the surrogate is doing. You're not going to hear how the surrogate is doing. They don't want to be known because they know how disgusting they are for giving children to predators. Something tells me they probably are deleting negative comments, because if you go to Twitter and type this in, like, everybody hates them.
They want to bring like their first outfit. We've got to go pick their first outfits.
Wait, can I pack? Okay, my God, this is okay.
Here, let's go in there. We haven't done anniversary. What?
Okay, well, hold on. First of all, let me just say, this is so weird to be filming this right now, but I feel like you guys are on the journey with us.
They've been here the entire time.
You guys shouldn't have children.
Okay, sorry, this is a lot. I still don't know what we're going to do about showing our babies. I still feel really uncomfortable with it, so I don't...
Do you feel uncomfortable with it? So then you should have went with that gut instinct. But the only one time they had a good gut instinct, they ignored it!
I really know what we're going to do. And I never want to feel like we're exploiting anything, but obviously...
But we are.
This is exciting, the journey. But, so, I wasn't going to give you this present on camera because I didn't want it to look like exploitive or weird, because it's like...
But then you're going to do that? Okay.
Something really cool.
Okay.
But since you guys are on the journey, I don't feel weird about it today. Can I give you the present?
Yeah, okay. I mean, should we wait until we confirm if it's happening tomorrow?
They manifest things. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm manifesting you to have these children taken away from you because you don't deserve children. They need to be in a safer place. You are a predator. Manifest it. Manifest it. Get the crystals out like the sage. Manifest it.
Right, okay, let me put this up.
Oh my God, I don't remember which one it is.
Shane.
Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, I think it's this.
Okay, right. Hold on.
Is your dog's name Rylan too?
My phone.
I do have mine.
Did you name your dog after yourself?
I'm not sure which one of us she'll call.
Okay.
Place, Riley. Place. Sit.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I hate these people.
I'm so excited. Okay, so this is something that... Okay, so this... Okay.
Yeah, we can just sit here.
This is something that... Well, you'll see.
Wow, you nodded this so many times.
Yeah, I'm fast forwarding.
We, could have... Okay. So this is something that...
Right, sit.
So this is something that your family does that I always thought was so cool that my family never...
Can you imagine their family knowing who this guy is? And they're like, yeah, this... Like... Could you? I would have loved to hear the conversations have to go with, like, you are gonna marry a predator? That sounds real safe. Cool beans, I guess.
I'm sure my mom would have if we, could have afforded it. But yeah, so it's just something cute that I thought we could do with our kids.
Oh, is it matching PJs the night before Christmas? Shame. Ah! Oh my God, we.
Okay.
Can all match.
I don't care. Move on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it fits as a Christmas miracle. Oh my God, and it's roomy.
Look at
You buy double XL.
this.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You don't even know what's about to.
These buttholes.
Happened to you, Riley? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we've got to go pack these diaper bags.
Okay.
It's not accidental that Rylan looks like an actual child, too.
This is the cutest thing ever. And did you get the newborn size?
Yes.
Let's go meet these babies. It's happening. Okay, you guys, our life's different forever after this. I love you so much, Riley. Oh no, honey. Cheeto Louie. Bye, my little bean.
Cat's like, kid, look good. Cat's gonna run away when you like, okay, they're gone. Let's get on. It's like homeward bound, but they ain't coming back.
Love you. Bye, my Cheeto. I love you so much.
How are you gonna have animals knowing that this guy literally essayed a cat? Like it's not, that wasn't a joke, everybody. He's not joking around. He's telling you those things that actually happened. I am so sorry with this.
Yes, Daddy, come get this coach. It's hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, baby. Hot and moist. You don't have to lay me on the towel. Let me bend these legs back.
And as much as that's a meme and it's funny and everything else, it's not really funny because that's gonna follow this guy forever. So, yeah, shouldn't have animals either.
Oh no.
Call animal control.
Honey. Oh my god. Merry Christmas. Bye, you guys.
Merry Christmas!
Why did you say that?
I don't know what. I don't know.
That looks like you're wearing a football helmet. I don't know if people can be like, yeah, I'm so glad you have children, knowing who this guy is. I just, oh my gosh!
Merry Christmas!
I'm so flustered.
The whole thing is just funny.
Why is this funny? What is funny?
Oh my god. I just don't know where. Well, we gotta go up the garage to lock the door behind us. Okay, bye, oh no. My first one, I love you so much. Where's honey? Bye, honey.
I just have too many animals.
We'll be back with 2 more babies. Oh my god! Okay, it's 6:30. Our flight starts boarding at 6:45, but we did get Premier check-in, so...
First class, you button crap. Never skip leg day.
I wear shorts and forgot it's winter elsewhere, but...
Oh my god, I was literally just gonna say this is gonna be the best Christmas
The Christmas tree in the lobby. Okay, we've made it to the room, and I just can't believe it. It's
I hate these people.
now almost midnight. We're checking in at 7:30 tomorrow morning at the hospital, and I just never when I woke up this morning did I think I would be in Seattle tonight meeting my babies tomorrow. Shane just ran downstairs to get some dinner that we got sent to the hotel, and I just like...
Like when Shane Dawson goes in public, do people like sneer at him or they like want to take pictures of him? Because if I saw him in public, I'd be like, hey, predator, you're a predator, dickhole.
God.
I hope he gets like, honestly, hope that he gets yelled at in public that he's a predator.
It's all happening. On the plane, I just like was having vivid memories.
Just so you know, your children won't have any friends at all once they find out who these other kids' dad is. And the kids aren't to blame for that, right? If my kid went to school with Shane Dawson's kids, I'd be like, you're not ever hanging out with Shane Dawson's kids or going to their house or anything like that. These kids are going to be ostracized from their community because of who their dads are, just so you're aware. And they're bringing kids into this world that they know is dangerous for children. It's going to give their kids stigmas. The kids are going to have not normal lives. The kids are going to be bullied for the things that their parents did. They're going to be exploited. Everybody's going to know who they are because they just told everybody who they are. And they give really unique names. So it's not like you're going to mistake. It's not going to be like, Jack Smith or something like that. Named it like Motorcycle or whatever they named their kids. It's going to be weird. These kids are going to suffer the sins of their fathers. That's what's going to happen. And these guys don't give a shit. They could have protected these kids completely, didn't give names out, nothing. And these kids could have sort of had a normal life until the possibility of someone might have found out who their dad was. But their whole lives are going to have to be privately schooled or homeschooled.
Of like key points of my life, and I was just like, damn.
And you know what? These guys are one day they're going to be like, we're so sad that and they're going to be sad for them. And it's going to be too late for these kids.
Like, damn, it's happening.
Oh my God, just get some.
I mean, cut to our last Seattle trip. You love it.
Well, I'm just getting my hair out of my face for my routine.
How did you sleep?
Horrible.
No. But you did say you had dreams of the boys all night long.
Yeah, I just didn't fall asleep because I usually go to bed at 4 a.m. So trying to go to bed at now 4 a.m. was a lot.
To wake up at, I set the alarm for 5:55 and 6 a.m. We're out of here by 7. I just cannot believe it. Wow. Let's go meet these boys at the hospital.
And I'm sorry, and I'm saying it, but the fact that there are boys too also scares me even more.
This is the exact male we have.
Because he's clearly a Pluto for young boys. So there's no reason this guy should be around children.
In the basement of Colorado. I just keep seeing a bunch of signs.
What, the normal numbers of a hotel are your signs?
Right before we're about to go in.
See, people will take like normal, oh my God, there was like this fly that flew around and I took it as a sign that I manifested glory. No, those are normal happenings, okay? The rainbow was a promise not to kill the rest of the world, which, you know what? Maybe God should take back that promise. And I put this on my community page. Flood it again. Flood it again, because people like this are allowed to have children. The world has gone mad.
Crazy.
Anything, that's a sign for me to be like, okay, God reminded you that he flooded the world because of the debauchery of everything. Shane's a debaucherous piece of garbage. That should be a reminder to you that that's what happened because of debauchery. Not because you're gay, but because you're debaucherous. Don't forget, guys, the rainbow is originally God's promise to the world that he wasn't going to kill everybody again. Remember that. That's where it came from.
I'm about to be a dad.
You're not a real dad, though.
This is crazy.
The evil breath.
Oh my gosh.
Where are they, like, is there like an airlock?
What's happening?
They're like, oh, Shane Dawson, make sure he wears all the things because he's dirty and evil.
Okay.
Thank you.
Was it even on this floor? Okay, look at his fingernails.
Right there. Nope. Knowing what we can. If we didn't know what we knew about Shane, oh, okay, it's not bad, not bad. You want to do skin to skin with your kid and everything else, but knowing what we know about him, that makes me feel sick. That makes me feel gross. He's a disgusting piece of shit and has no business having children. We weren't going to exploit our kids, but we are! Surprise! What? Why are you laying in a hospital bed like you gave birth? What the heck? What are you doing? Like, is this the really how it? What? See this? That's just silly. You're just silly. I hope people are walking around the hospital like, oh my gosh, is that Shane Dawson? Does he have a kid? He has a kid? Oh my God! Somebody call the cops! Call the police! See? Here you go. J-Paw and M-Chaw. M-Caw. J-Paw, M-Caw. surrogacy is so crazy to me because they're inside this woman for like 9 months, and then all of a sudden, like, bye, just ripped away from that. Like, they just, this bond that they've created with this, they've shared literal blood, and that she has nourished them. And then they're like, okay, bye, here's some Similac. Take off with this predator back to his house. Sound good? Does that not make anybody feel a little uneasy?
Oh my god, we fed them, we held them, we did skin to skin. The whole process so far has been
Okay, well, no more skin to skin after this. They don't need it. Okay?
incredible. And there were the craziest things. There's been so many signs. As we're in the procedure, we look up and it's 11:11, and it's
That's stupid.
just like
You're dumb. What is that a sign of? Make a wish? That's stupid. You're dumb. And do they think that's a sign from God? You're wrong. God doesn't want you to have children. You don't deserve children. You think God wants children to be in the company of a predator? Well, think again.
like the most surreal, unique people.
Why do the weirdest people on earth who don't deserve anything or the grossest people are always the ones looking for the signs? You know why? This is my conjecturizing about it. Is because they know that they're evil and they're looking for like things to justify. Be like, no, look, we're not evil. There's a rainbow in the water. Look, God wants us to have children even though we're a predator. No, all these people who think of these weird things, like their signs and everything, it's because they know that they're gross and evil and weird. And they're looking for things to just juxtapose that against, to be like, look, God thinks that we're not weird. Look, there's a rainbow. 11:11. Look, our flight was at 7:19. This must all mean that we're not evil. Nope.
Beautiful thing in the world, and so far we've been able to be with them the whole
Maybe you could have shaved.
time, which is the biggest blessing. I mean,
That was crazy. That was, I mean, obviously, the best moment of our lives, and probably forever. But also just when they took
oh my
Jet
god.
out first.
And they both immediately started crying, which to me was just, I know not every healthy baby cries, but it's just like, it was a sign of relief for me, and I just, and then when Max came out, he was just peeing. Just shooting pee.
And we were just like,
That's very fitting for a Shane Dawson child to be peeing, because the video of him getting peed on.
crying, shaking, huddled, like crying and screaming. They were like wrapped up like little burritos, right?
We've been holding them up until now, but they both are just asleep as little burritos in the cute little hots.
Gross. You guys are gross.
Just the best thing that's ever happened to us. Like,
But it's here. Hear me out. But it is not nearly anything good that has happened to these children so far. They're like 5 hours old, and already you are the worst thing that has happened to them. Just so you're aware. Shane is the worst thing that has happened to these kids, and they're just alive. Their whole life ahead of them, they have their dad, Shane asshole, to be the worst thing that ever happened to them. And you don't see it? Here's the thing. Shane could have gone on with his life and just had to deal with the fact that he's a disgusting piece of shit who has intrusive thoughts and is a Pluto. Okay? And he just shouldn't have had kids. Should have just been his cross to bear. Okay? But no, you guys are selfish, disgusting pieces of shit, and you just had to have the thing that you're technically not supposed to have. That's it. You rented someone's womb and bought kids. And that's where we are in the world right now. This person did not deserve children. He is not supposed to be around children. And if he was honest with himself, like he's been honest with the world on his podcast and everything else, he has no business being around kids. He needs to be in jail.
oh my god, so surreal.
It's also crazy how fast, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that have babies already know this, but how fast they learn. Like,
You've seen these kids for 2 hours. What have they learned in 2 hours? They're trying to be like, I know you guys like who have had kids who know this and how fast they learn. They don't know anything. They can't even see. Shut up.
you literally put the bottle to them, and it was like,
That's a human. Dumbass.
instant. I was like,
It's not supposed to be a bottle.
instantly, been babaing their whole life. It was
They
crazy.
chugged so quickly, and then we burped them for the first time, and it's just...
Here's the thing about surrogacy. That woman just walks away with all the money she made, and like, does that not affect them too? Like, that's gotta be like, I actually know a surrogate who does it for people who can't have children, like people. And it's like, I understand surrogacy to a degree, right? People who actually deserve children who can't, I can understand that, right? I get it. They can pull an egg out, they can pull a sperm out, and they just rent the womb. There's no egg in this family. Okay, they pulled an egg bought one, I guess. That's buying a baby, by the way. So I understand surrogacy to a degree, but I mean, it's got to be really, really, like, I think if the Kardashians made surrogacy, and they did it because they just didn't want to ruin their bodies. Their bodies mattered more to them than like just the bond with their children. There's just people who don't deserve kids. That's all there's doing. I don't care. That sounds rude. I don't care.
Mind-blowing. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, can't even process what's gone on today. It's been like...
Neither can we. We cannot process that a predator is allowed to have a baby.
A miracle every step of the way. It's just like everything for us getting here so last minute just fell into place perfectly.
So this is our room for the next few days. We'll do a room tour at some point. This is where we're gonna live. And we're okay with that. And this just shows you how being a dad has changed me and how much my love for my children trumps all.
Not really, Dad.
It is 100 degrees in here. It has to be to keep them warm. I am so hot, I'm dying, and I don't care.
Oh, you're so selfless, Shane. It's hot in there, but you don't care? Yeah, whatever, dude.
Just like, I don't even care. Whatever.
What an asshole.
I mean, am I going to sleep in this hellhole? Yeah. Does it matter? No.
Oh.
Wow, you guys are such selfless people. Protection first.
This is so cute. Also, they're going to come back. We just had a very traumatic... Are we talking about that?
Yeah.
We had our first experience where we went full mental breakdown over nothing because we were we've been too scared to sleep, so we were just laying there and I'm like, I'm not gonna fall asleep. And then I asked the nurse, I'm like, is it safe for me to fall asleep? They're swaddled, I don't know. And I was like, I mean, you know what? She's right. What's the worst?
You don't know anything about parenting. You shouldn't be parents.
Everything's
Is it safe for you to fall asleep? Like, where you just not sleep for 6 months?
It's rare that anything would happen. Cut to 10 minutes later, and the baby goes, and on his back, swaddled, so he can't move, and he's choking on throw up. And we both fucking ran over, got him. I get on the 911, and I'm just like, he's choking. And she was like, what? She came and she's like, okay, he's burping, and he's fine. Oh.
Yeah, does that sound like people that should have kids?
His first big spit up, and it was the first time to it.
Yeah, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Because I was going to see what cute clothes we have for them, because we can probably put them in their first outfit now. I brought my own bird. Okay. We'll be back.
Okay, we got our little setup here.
Watching Vlogmas, we've got our boys.
Who's this in the video?
And I'm just gonna say it. I like this. I could live like this.
Look here, let me give him
You should live like this in prison. That's where you should be.
more zoomed out version. But we're both on a one person, I don't even know what you call these, chairs.
It's literally a bed.
It's a bed, you idiot.
Oh, it's a hospital bed, but it's a one person bed. But we're squeezed on. We got iPads and babies.
Okay.
Call, don't fall. Good tip. I will say, besides the birth of our twins, the other thing that's been life-changing.
This adjustable table that goes up and
Well,
down.
yes, this, but these. So I want to steal these. I'm not going to, but they're like Stanley Cups, kind of, but they're plastic, and then you just swap out the inside with a new one. And oh my god, these have just been.
Okay, okay, I don't want to keep going. I don't care. There you go, everybody. These people, absolutely. I think I've made myself clear. Have no business having children. Zero business. We know what Shane has done, and he still has the evil lives inside this guy. He just has no outlet right now. Which is even more scary that you brought babies into this guy's life. That he has private access to all hours of the day. Knowing what we know, knowing what he has said out loud. Okay? Knowing the things that he has done. And you brought children to this. And that's why Twitter is having a friggin' meltdown about this, and they should be. The Publica writes this: YouTuber Shane Dawson recently sparked backlash after purchasing 2 baby boys via surrogate despite having a history of joking about child R. Because of a lack of safeguarding, the surrogacy industry caters to creeps like this. Yes, it does. Money talks. This is from Marie Oakes. I just watched Shane Dawson's vlog of him and Rylan buying babies from a surrogate. Hearing the 2 babies cry after being born via IVF, forcible twin pregnancy during an emergency C-section, was very sad to hear because in that moment, you know these children will never be with their mother again. Then subsequent images show them feeding the babies hospital formula and staying in a hospital room for 3 days. What is happening with the 2 boys' mom? No one knows. They paid a woman to purposely undergo a high-risk pregnancy for the babies to be then born prematurely at 36 weeks in an emergency event. You can't tell me this is not effed up. See, Shane Dawson and his husband can curate the comments on their on their YouTube channel, but they can't curate the comments to the rest of the internet, especially on X, formerly known as Twitter, because it's free speech platform. Okay, and that's where they're getting the real comments are coming out. Like he became a meme, right? Like a serial killer meme. And those kids growing up in that world, all they had to do was not expose their kids to the internet. Have them, which I don't think they should, but have them. But keep them safe and protected because of who Shane Dawson is. And the reality is Rylan knows who Shane Dawson is. Even if he doesn't believe Shane Dawson is that type of person, he knows what's out there and what exists about the content about Shane Dawson, about how he made his millions of dollars being this guy, right? And so he had one job, and if he loves these kids, Rylan loved these kids, and it sounds like he does, right? He had one job to protect them, and the easiest thing would have been not to share them on the internet. But it matters more to these guys to be famous and make money off these kids than it does the protection of their children. And that should tell you everything about who they really are. Even if you don't believe Shane is who he says he is, okay? Even if you don't, it doesn't matter. You had one obligation to protect these children. You had one opportunity, and you threw it in the trash. You son of a bitch, asshole. Look, this person's like, no one showed this picture of my cat to Shane Dawson. Like, I know he might be like, I didn't do that. But it doesn't matter, man. You said it. And that lives on the internet forever. Someone writes, so far I've been unaware regarding the details of the Shane Dawson surrogacy drama. Now that I've seen the full picture, this really does look like a vanity project. It's really effed up that 2 new human beings brought into the world solely because of one man's narcissism. Couldn't have said it better myself. YouTuber Shane Dawson and his husband are in the beginning stages of buying a baby through surrogacy, and they've created 12 embryos. The way they talk and joke about it is disturbing, all while saying they don't play God.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. I have 4 girls.
4 girls and 2 boys.
So we're opposite. Wow.
Right?
How the F is Shane Dawson allowed to have a child with his partner through surrogacy when he publicly stated that babies are sexy and other very disturbing things? Good question. That's what I want to know. A lot of people just talking about getting the kids checked on. Here's the thing. If these babies are neglected to be checked on throughout their whole childhood, and I mean checked on, okay, then the system has failed them too. Like, there needs to be regular checkups with CAS and checked on these children. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what it sounds like. If Shane hadn't have said those things or done those things, we wouldn't even have this conversation. He made millions of dollars and continues to this day to make millions of dollars being that guy. The evil lives inside of him, and he has shown it many times. When someone shows you who they are, you believe them. And he showed us who he was. And I only scraped the surface of who he was, and it scares the living crap out of me. Here it is. Everybody, take a breath. We are not going to stop talking about this. This is a very important topic, and we're going to follow. And they continue to exploit these children. I'm going to continue to talk about them. Rylan, get your kids off the internet. Delete those videos right now. Okay? You still have time to get rid of all the pictures, names, and everything else of these kids off the internet. I mean, it lives there forever, but you still have time to stop doing this. Okay? Your husband Shane, who's a complete, utter butthole, has said the things that he said on the internet and is going to affect those children that you claim to love. If you want to protect your kids, Ryland, do the right fucking thing. Dickheads. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of these tough conversations. It's these moments on this channel that they're not fun, they're not snarky, but they are some of the most important moments. Calling out disgusting people like this is the reason we do this. They're all disgusting. People exploit children are all disgusting. People who are like Shane Dawson, who get away with this, it's crazy. There are thousands of creators calling this guy out, and no one seems to care. YouTube has an obligation right now to remove his channel. Every social media platform, knowing what they know about him and what he has said on the internet, he needs to be gone. YouTube has removed people for way less than this. Why is he still here? Holy crap. I'm losing faith in humanity as the day goes on. This is going to be a rough year. And I've said it a million times, and it's going to be. So, stop looking for signs and wonders. Because the signs and wonders, especially for Shane, are to show him the exact opposite of who he really is. Just so you're aware. They're looking for signs and wonders to prove their goodness. There's no such thing. Okay? Nothing. No amount of, signs and wonders are gonna make you a good person, Shane. You're an evil, disgusting piece of garbage, and you know it. You guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being amazing. You are incredible. You are valuable. Don't forget it. Protect your kids, and I will see you when I see you.